It's Maisha here. So I'd like to continue our conversation in this video about feelings. It's a continuation from the previous video about thoughts and feelings, and how it's truly the feelings that bring what we desire or bring what we don't desire into our world. So I wanted to get really clear about something. I really don't have a view of negative or positive or evil or anything like that. Good. I don't have anything like that. I just have what I want to experience and what I don't want to experience. That's really all there is. And usually what I don't want to experience, I don't want to experience it because I've already experienced it and I don't need to do it again. So that's kind of what it is. So I'm really playing in this place of what do I want to experience? And so this summer I really had some, I don't know, Spirit was really working with me in a way that was very interesting. I would say the last couple of years where I've really stepped into this place of working in things in the spiritual realm, understanding that things manifest there first and then manifest here. What I see outside or what I'm experiencing is simply a manifestation of what's going on in spirit first. Because it really is only spirit, and that's a whole nother conversation, that there's only spirit. So one of the things that happened over probably about 2 years ago, I was having some real difficulty in paying some bills. I mean, it was like rent wasn't happening. It just didn't see it, didn't know where it was coming from. And at the time I was driving Uber. Wasn't making a lot of money with Uber, but it could be enough, maybe. And so I'd get up in the morning and I'd go drive Uber, and I would hear, no, go work on a staff, and, go work on a wand or go make jewelry. And I'm like, what? Am I going to sell that to make the money? I just didn't understand how that correlated. I didn't understand how it correlated. And so being in this place that I've been traveling in recently is where I'm listening to Spirit. I went out, and here I am. My rent is due in a couple of days. I don't have it, don't see where it's coming from. And I'm outside in front of my altar. I have an outdoor altar by my tree, and I'm working on a staff. What I discovered is that there's something that happens when you're doing something that you truly enjoy. There's some magic that happens in that. When you're doing something you truly enjoy, you open up channels that weren't open before for things to access you, that they couldn't access you before, because you're in that feeling of joy. There's a feeling of joy, of completion, of unity, of connection when you're doing something that you truly enjoy doing. So what ended up happening is as I'm working on that staff, because I didn't understand the direct correlation. I'm like, how does this translate to money? How does this translate? Trying to figure that out. But what ended up happening is I ended up having 2 people call me who had owed me money for over a year, calling me saying, hey, I got your money. By the time the rent was due, I had the money. And I had been making staffs. And so it was just this place of really beginning to understand that it is not the doing that actually brings about the shift in my world. That's what I've noticed. It is not about the doing, it's about the being. And when I say that, it's about being in the joy, being in the feeling that I want to create. So it's like this. It's like I have things in my world that I would desire. They have a particular frequency. So my goal is to shift my frequency enough to where I am in tune with those things that I desire in my world. I am now on the frequency of them, and so now they can come into my space. And that's really what it's about, is shifting our frequency and shifting our energetic field in order for those things that we do desire to be in our space. Because until we do that, I don't care how much doing we do, we'll be pushing our desired things away. They'll be not in our space. They'll be not in our space. And so that is, so that's the place to play is it's, so we've been taught that you go do this thing and then it brings you joy. Once I have my house, once I have my car, once I have the dog, once I have the perfect mate, once I have that piece of jewelry, once I have that, then I'm happy. And actually, this is crazy, y'all. You got to get happy first for those things to come into your world. So you got to look around at your situation that you've created. Because remember, we are always creating our world, no matter what it is. When you look around you, you look around your friends, the people, the places, the things, what you're doing, what you're eating. You have manifested this. This is what you've created at this point. These are your past thoughts. So now you get to look at this and go, these are my past thoughts manifesting. What do I want going forward? And you step into the feeling, the vibration of what it is that you want. And then that brings forth those things that are on that vibration. So it's really interesting. It's such a beautiful format. It's so cool. So just staying in that place. And so you generate that for yourself. I know Abraham Hicks, I can't think of the lady's name right now. As soon as I get off, I'll think of her name. It's crazy. But anyway, one of the things that I know that she does, the lady who channels Abraham Hicks, is she has her list. I can remember Jerry. I can't remember her name for some reason, her husband's name. But she has her list of things that she would come up to her husband, he said like 5, 6 times a day, with her list of things that I love, things that I enjoy. And she'd go down her list. And what you're doing with that is you're bringing up the feeling. You're bringing up that vibration. You're sitting in that vibration. So that's the whole purpose and whole thought thing behind vision boards, is because you look at that and it facilitates that energetic field. It pulls you you get pulled into the picture of the feeling that picture generates for you. That's why words are not as powerful sometimes, because you don't quite get the feelings with the words until you start playing with that. So now when you know what happy feels like, you know what joy feels like. So even when you're sitting there and you just got a freaking flat tire, you just got a flat tire. You just got pulled over by the police. You've just got, you've got all this going on. How do you generate joy in that space? And that's what I want you to understand, is that you are the generator. You get to decide that at any time, and you can change your feelings at any time. You can shift that. You can shift that. You can be here and you go, you know what? I think I want to feel this. And you just access a memory that brought you joy, that brings you joy when you think about it. Your grandchildren sitting on your lap, whatever it is. Bring that to you. If it's the best meal that you ever had, I don't know if you've ever had a meal that was orgasmic, bring that to the table. Bring that to the forefront of your mind. So yes, we're the generators of our reality. We are the generators. Thank God I'm so glad that other people aren't the generators of my reality, because I would be screwed. But what happens is we let other people, circumstances, things be the generator of our realities. So from this day forward, know that you are the generator, and the generator is your feelings. And so it's up to you to keep bringing your feelings back to the feeling of what it is that you desire. Because if we focus on the feeling of what you don't desire, if you're sitting there going, oh my God, I can't pay my bills, I'm so sad, I don't know what I'm going to do, if you're in that space, guess what? The universe goes, oh, okay, that's what you want to feel. That's what you want to feel. So you will get more things happening to help you feel like that. And the opposite is true also. When you're feeling happy, you're feeling joyful, the universe goes, oh, this is what you want to feel. And more things that help you feel like that are generated, are manifested into your reality. So, y'all, let's keep it up. Let's keep manifesting what we want, consciously manifesting, consciously bringing ourselves back to where we want to be in our feelings, and understanding that it is our feelings that pull us into situations and circumstances. That's it. Our feelings pull us into it. Our feelings invite situations into our life. So decide on what feeling it is that you want to feel. Create you a list if you need to, and pull it out of your pocket whenever you find yourself going that other way, going, oh, this is not the way I want to feel. So you just do the turn, do a U-turn, do a U-turn, and forgive yourself for those thoughts and those feelings, and do the U-turn and come back and do this. Just keep bringing yourself back to this point. So looking forward to seeing you in bliss, seeing you in joy for no reason at all. Okay? Just being happy for no reason at all. So let's do this thing. Peace, everyone, and I love you.